How doing was me, TheDomotaku, and today we are talking about manga. Kind of easy to tell which manga I'm talking about, right? Anyways, we are talking about the latest chapter in Bokuben / We Never Learn / Bokutachi Benkyo something. I can't remember the longer title. That's why we have acronyms like Bokuben. And heavy spoilers talk about this series because Chapter 150, if you have not read or anything recent in terms of Bokuben / We Never Learn, I'm gonna let you know that the story is coming to a close pretty much, and like one of the girls has made their confession, and and that's not technically spoiler, but Naruyuki has to choose. We got some decisions to go on here in this rom-com harem thing. Is it a harem? Is this count as a harem? It might be, but major developments has been made in terms of 150, and technically 150 is one of the ends, if you catch my drift, if you're a current manga reader. So heavy spoilers for anything from up to chapter 150 of Bokuben / We Never Learn. You've been warned. Here's the discussion, and let's talk. So, I gotta admit, I didn't really have a favorite in this series. So like in the beginning we had Fumino, we had Rizu, and then we had Uraka, and then we got introduced to Asumi and the teacher. And out of all five of them, I was just like, well, the teacher one was really out of cutting it close, because I was like, you're trying to set up a thing with your teacher and your high school student. I was like, oh man, it's domestic girlfriend all over again. But aside from that, they were all pretty cool. None of them really kind of spoke out to me in terms of best girlness for a while. I thought all of them were pretty cool, and what happens gets picked in the end of the series gets picked. If I had to root for one of them, Uraka was pretty good, and that's who was chosen. Uraka confessed in the recent chapters. I forget exactly which chapter. It's been so long reading this weekly thing, and it was very mind-blowing to see her confess to Naruyuki. I'm just like, yes, that was pretty cool. And now with the latest chapter of 150, we got some major developments. Pretty major developments. Ironically, really close to Quintuplets, which is a similar kind of series that I'm reading, or not reading, it's completed. So sad. All my mangas are ending. What's wrong with this? And, they got the proposal. Bam, done. I don't know if this will ever happen in the anime, but if this happens in the anime, I will be freaking amazed. So, Naruyuki proposes to Uraka. That's all good and all. Happy ending. Joyous round. The end, right? Yeah, the end. Not so fast. So, in the very last pages of chapter 150, unless it's just my version where I read it online, but I'm assuming this is true because at the end of the final pages of chapter 150, it says, I actually have the pages right here. What am I doing? That's why I freaking have this iPad, so I can read the pages out loud and visually look at it. So, at the very last pages of the chapter, it shows some text and some pictures of Roots 1 out of 5. And that shit blew my mind. I was like, no freaking way, they're doing this. And believe it or not, they're doing it. So that also says the blah 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 chapter complete, right? And then if you scroll into the further pages, they show pictures and images of all the other characters in the show with, essentially they're getting their own route. And that just blew my mind. That mind blowed me. It blew my mind. That sounds weird. It blew my mind, essentially, because this for whatchamacallit, a wrong, is this count as a harem? And basically to see that something like this has happened with the plot, where yes, you have this group of 5 or 4, I don't know about the 5 because one of them's your teacher, but manga, right? And essentially they don't like the main character, and then the main character has to pick one of them, and one of them gets chosen, yada yada, the cinch. But in terms of this is one of the first times I'm seeing where they're actually doing publishing chapters, or I'm assuming they're gonna be chapters. They're not gonna be doing whole volumes, I'm assuming, but they're just doing what if chapters if they had picked the other girl. So then there's gonna be, so first one was Uraka, which I'm assuming is gonna be the canon one because it was first and whatever. And then I don't know who's next actually. Who would be next? I think also like so. Looks like it's gonna be Rizu next, then Fumino, and then it's going to be Asumi, and then Mafuyu. So the teacher's last. Ironically, I have like one of my friends who says that the Mafuyu's best girl, but you know, she was pretty cool too, but she's like the teacher. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, manga. Anyways, so the fact that they're the fact that the manga's essentially done because we got the conclusion to this whole thing is mind-blowing, but the fact that we're also getting what if chapters if Naruyuki chooses the other girls, and we just, you know, everyone's happy. And now we just have to wait for these chapters. So if they're going to be multiple chapters, then that's going to be a lot more longer, because if they can just fit like a whole arc into one chapter, that would be pretty amazing. But I don't know about pacing and timing and whatnot, because the whole thing with Uraka took like about 4 to 5 chapters from my memory. If you can fit like one chapter per person, so there's freaking Fumino, Rizu, and Mafuyu, and Asumi, that's 4 chapters of their roots, then good for them. But like, I don't know about this. I don't know how this would be done. It's very, very interesting. We'll see how this moves forward. But anyways, that's it for Bokuben. We never learn, we can't study. Is that the actual thing? No, you know what I mean. That's it for the series. Maybe when the series is fully done and I see all the other routes and stuff, then I'll make another video. But for now, this is it for 150, chapter 150 of Bokuben. The end of the first route done. Maybe best girl. I don't want to, you know, start a war or anything. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and leave a comment what you guys think about this chapter, or you know, if you like someone else in the series and you're just waiting for their chapter what if thing to be released. And you know, do you like quintuplets or this more? That's another video for another day. And subscribe for more anime, music, or not, I say music, anime, manga, and gaming stuff in the channel. So take care, guys. Good night. Don't talk out.